Hey guys, I just saw the last episode, episode 3 of season 7 of Game of Thrones. It was really interesting and it was pretty divided. So, the first thing was Daenerys and Jon Snow. It was really interesting to see them argue, basically, because they didn't really reach a commitment in any way. But I think it was very intelligent of Tyrion to tell Daenerys, like, okay, just give them something, whatever it is. So, you have the possibility for them to be your allies, but don't have to commit to anything else. And that was great because she doesn't really believe in the king the death king, basically, and that's normal because she hasn't seen it, so of course she doesn't believe that. What else? John was, he was exactly as we have learned him to be, basically. So it wasn't really surprising in any way. I mean, their exchange was really predictable because, of course, he wasn't going to swear loyalty to her, and she wasn't going to let him go just like that, or just never, like pressure him or not pressure him. It was really the correct way they would exchange, basically. And of course, we all know they are kind of related. I mean, he's her aunt, so that's really funny that they don't know that, and and we do. So it's kind of interesting to see the exchange that way. So I think it's great that she's letting him just go with the iron glass, with dragon glass. Sorry, iron glass, and yeah. So that was interesting and kind of predictable, and I was kind of shocked that Daenerys wasn't really surprised when they told her that half of her fleet was destroyed, because of course the half that they have is not enough, and we saw that at the end of the episode. The other part was with Cersei having received her gifts from Euron Greyjoy, Elaria Sand, who's going to watch her daughter die, and we knew Cersei is a crazy person, basically, and we knew that something related to torture was going to happen, so that wasn't really surprising at all. So we expected that, although it's not. It's really a cruel thing to see your daughter die and rot and her bones to dust and all those things. That was not unpredictable, but kind of shocking to hear, I think. So, and of course, Cersei is out of her mind. So I think it was funny that she told Euron, like, all your wishes will come true once the war is over. I mean, she won't marry him now, and of course she's going to kill him once. I mean, if she succeeds, she's going to kill him. So that's cool. Let's just say. In the north with Sansa, I think it's great that Sansa is living up to being a Stark and a queen. Basically, she's basically the queen. However, the last thing that Littlefinger said was really actually true. I think it's something that you should practice in your daily life, and it's that everyone is your enemy at the same time they are your friends, because you have to have the capacity to see everything that can happen before you take an action. I mean, of course, it's impossible practically, but when you can do something like that, I mean, not predict, but like work in order to know what are going to be the outcomes of said action. That's true. I mean, you really have to take everything into account, and that's basically what he told her. He didn't tell her like, okay, marry me and let's fight with Cersei, or because what I think he wants is for Sansa to to bend the knee to Cersei, or to fight with Cersei and end her, or whatever. Something, or he wants Sansa to be captured by Cersei, something like that. I don't really know what his game is, but of course he's not really in love with her. Something weirder it's going on right there. I Before in the Dragonstone, I forgot to say about Daenerys and Melisandre and Varys. Their exchange was really interesting, and the fact that she knows something that he doesn't know was really shocking because he knows everything. So the fact that he did that surprise face was really funny. What else happened? Of course, well, Euron Greyjoy is insane. We don't know what he's going to do with Yara. I would think that he's going to rape her or something awful. He's going to play with her like aside because he didn't give her as a gift to Cersei. So that's going to be a little insane. So yeah, scared for that. And the other part was basically about sending the Unsullied in the remaining fleet to Casterly Rock and take it. And of course, they realized that not every Lannister was there. Like half the Lannister army was there, and the other, I think less than half were there. And now they took an empty rock, and a rock that doesn't even have food or sustenance. So they, I mean, if Daenerys doesn't go there with the dragons, the Unsullied are going to be crushed or die out of famine, or I don't know. They're going to die if she doesn't do something actively. I mean, she really has to do something. Of course, in the next episode, we're going to see that her answer to that, because it's impossible that she keeps ignoring that things are happening that she wasn't counting on. And of course, the last thing of that was that Jaime Lannister and the remaining Lannisters took over Casterly, Highgarden, sorry, the capital of the Tyrells, and the Tyrells have effectively been wiped out. I think the Martells also, but now it's the Tyrells. So Cersei now has part of the money she has to pay to Bravos, but also the food needed to feed her armies. So, and her people, of course. She doesn't care about her people, but her armies. So yeah, that was kind of. I mean, it was awful to see that Olenna Tyrell couldn't live a little bit longer, but we knew it. She was kind of tired, and she was proud of what she had done. As she said, I have done awful things, but I did it because, you know, I really did believe in doing those things. But your sister is fucking insane, so bye. So I don't care how I die. Just tell me how I die. I will die, and I hope it's not painful. And I love that she just referred to her assassinating the Joffrey earlier in Game of Thrones. That was really great because he died by poison, and she poisoned him basically with the thing from Sansa's necklace and everything. So that was really great. A great way to go, and a simpler way to go, because killing her with a sword wouldn't have been really good. I think it wouldn't have made any sense. So of course the Lannisters, by taking Highgarden, are taking a huge part of the country. They could take Dorne too, because Dorne is, I mean, the army is not that strong, and half of their army was killed already. So and Casterly Rock is going to remain there with the Unsullied. So we have to see what's going to happen, because Daenerys has to do something, and I don't know what she's going to do. She has to have Jon Snow on her side now. She really has, and Arya as well, of course. Sansa has just found out that Bran is alive, and Arya is apparently heading to Winterfell, so that's going to be a three-way reunion. And if Jon Snow goes back with the Dragonglass, it will be the family that remains getting a reunion and being all together, which is going to be fine. I hope Sansa uses Bran on on her behalf and on the North's behalf, in order to defeat everything and see what game is everyone playing. But Bran is a little bit weird at this stage. I don't really understand that, because he wasn't that weird before. Now he's all like mysterious and saying things, and Sansa was scared, and she has to be. I mean, he practically said that she's going to get married, but that scared her, because she was going to get married before, but she really didn't. So I don't know what he was saying there, but yeah, it's kind of insane. So I think next chapter is going to be really great. We're halfway across this season almost, because it's 7 episodes. It is the third one. Next week will be the half of the season, and this is going really fast. So I hope they really end it on a high note, and they say the next season could be 1.5 hour episodes. So that's going to be insane. I hope Daenerys prevails, House Targaryen all the way. Thank you for watching this video. Please watch all my other videos, subscribe to the channel, like this video of course, and share it in all your social media, and comment please what do you think of tonight's episode 3. Thank you so much. Goodbye.